Welcome to Thriving Thursday. Today we're going to have a little bit longer session than normal. One of the big things that I'm seeing over and over and over from clients coming to us is they have no idea how to design their marketing sequence, whether it's for a book or a campaign. They seem to have pieces that they think will fit together but don't really fit together in a way that converts. And when all is said and done, it's one thing to have someone build you a marketing funnel that converts, and quite another for you to build it yourself in a way that doesn't convert. There's a lot of science and psychology that goes behind this. And the average person who is a genius in their own right in another field has no idea that there is rhyme and reason and psychology and science behind the whole sequence. So let's get started. Here's what we're going to talk about today: why you need campaigns, the essentials, bringing the essentials together, and the little things that really matter inside your funnel marketing sequence. So campaigns are necessary for several reasons. First of all, every company out there forgets that first and foremost, they're a marketing company. If your marketing isn't done well, you don't have sales. So while every company focuses on their product, there really needs to be a huge emphasis on the marketing that's going on inside your business and around your book as well. Campaigns deliver focused message to a very narrowed audience. One of the big mistakes we make as marketers is we go out and we try to market to everyone. Everyone is not our market, and that's exactly the wrong thing to do. We also have venues to cure disconnection issues. So having a campaign can sometimes cure those disconnection issues that you're having. In the case of what I mean is when you're not really connecting with your audience, your campaign can give you a lot of feedback on exactly the places where you're not connecting. So it might be the third email in on your nurturing campaign. It might be the colors on your landing page. It might be your Facebook ad. There's something about the verbiage on it. There are so many little things that can stop people from clicking. So you have to be very aware of where those disconnection issues lie. It nurtures. Campaigns nurture and build rapport. That's what we're for. We're never really going for that end game of the sale unless we have a product campaign. What we're doing in between is nurturing, building rapport, building relationship, and building community with potential clients. Email lists, we need to build them. They lead to sales and to lead generation. So it's imperative that you build an email list. Many people think, oh, I have 15,000 followers on social media. That's fantastic, but if an algorithm changes and you haven't transitioned those people into your list, they're gone, and chances are you won't get them back. So without good marketing, there are no sales, or sales are spotty, and you'll struggle. The key components of a social media campaign are your opt-in page, your lead magnet, your assessment, and your drip campaign, and not necessarily in that order. An assessment can be a lead magnet. A lead magnet can be an ebook. It can be a lot of things. But how you set up the funnel depends on you. The only thing that I will tell you is at the end is the drip campaign. That's where it is all the time. The other three can be put in any sort of order to make this happen. So going through the funnel, there are steps that need to happen. Most experts will say that you need 2 or 3 lead magnets going at any given time. You can do that through Facebook ads and see which one's performing the best, and then take the other 2 ads out. But you need to at least have a couple so you can see which one is converting. The last campaign we ran, we actually ran into a situation where they were both converting the same. So we ended up running more ads and keeping both campaigns in place instead of just using one. So this is how this all works. The lead magnet leads into the autoresponder, it's delivered, and then we go into assessments because we want to start breaking people into herds right away. You don't have to with yours, that's just what we do most of the time. Or we will go ahead and start a drip campaign. If we're running a webinar, then that assessment will go out the day before the webinar. And the reason we do that is we want people to come to the session, the webinar, open to the possibilities that perhaps they're not as strong in some areas as they think they are. So this is what a lead magnet looks like. It's just a valuable nugget of content that someone would actually pay money for. These are just a couple of our branded covers from our ebooks. But the whole point of this is you're looking for something that is so powerful that when the person who opted in is done, they will actually say, whoa, I would have paid money for that. That's what you're looking for, is to be able to share your value and knowledge in the marketplace. The vehicle where people find that is the opt-in page. You can have this on your website, but we highly recommend that you don't have it on your website. And here's why. When people go to your website, there are so many different tabs and there's so much to see that a lot of times, even if it's up in the upper 1/3 where experts recommend it should be, they'll get distracted and they won't opt in. And the whole point of driving traffic is to get people there and get an email address so you can nurture. We recommend using something like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages or Instapage or something like that that is an independent page that's not on your site, and drive the traffic off of social media or the stage or wherever you're at into this independent lead page. By the way, these will also, most of them, integrate into your website. And if you put video on there and attach that video to YouTube, you're creating instant SEO for your site as well. The next part of this is the entry point of your funnel, is the assessment. We use the Smart Biz Quiz. It's an incredible tool. It really brings people to the table and allows us to separate in the back of the funnel the looky-loos, and there are always going to be people who will just want the free information, from the people who are serious about buying. We use these as lead magnets. We use them inside of our funnel before webinars. We use them before we ever pick up a phone and talk to somebody in a strategy session. We use these as just ways to get more consumer information about our potential customers as well. So you can use them in emails, you can use them all over the place. They're a fantastic tool. We love the Smart Biz Quiz because it has its own autoresponder that allows you, within the confines of that quiz or assessment, to be able to upsell and downsell with little or no effort. So it's all about, with these assessments, it's connection and listening. When people feel like you are listening to them, they feel connected to you. The other thing is you can get incredible feedback on whether people need help on a particular area and whether you should even produce a product in that area. Several months ago, I put together Social Media That Sells because I got tired of hearing social media experts give out information that was so 2013. It's all about engagement today. So I actually created the outline for a program. I went down to San Diego, I sold it from the stage, and I didn't even have it created yet. Sold over 80 copies of something that I didn't even have up in the academy. It was crazy, but I pre-sold it. I was able to get it right in and done and already sold. The drip campaign. This is your nurturing sequence, and this is where you seed with micro commitments and nurturing. The assessment, I have a picture of it here again, can be used inside of this, but this is really the drip campaign where you start talking to people and giving tips and saying, hey, hit that reply button and tell me what you think. So email number 1 is as simple as thank you for grabbing our lead magnet. Here's a tip on how to use this information, and always make it an actionable tip so they can get instant results. And put a PS on there. This is a micro commitment. Invite them to come and like your Facebook page, or even better, lead them back to your Facebook community. It's a very small, non-threatening step. Email number 2, tell them about your story. Give them another tip. And invite them to join a free group you might have on another social media platform, whether it's LinkedIn or leading them back to the Facebook. And always provide the link. Make it simple. Click here. Take them right into Facebook to grab it. Email number 3, give them another tip. Offer them assessment with better detailed results. We did this on a social media campaign this summer. We gave them the results of their assessment, but we also led them in the autoresponder, depending on their results, back to a page on our website that gave them more detailed results. and invite them to follow you on another social media platform, or maybe invite them to opt into something else, a free webinar, a free worksheet, a free anything. Lead them back to your website, but keep leading them back with baby steps. Email number 4, another tip. Share an experience that you had that was vulnerable or disappointing. The last thing people want to see is you, the perfect person, because none of us are perfect. We all have had obstacles. We all make mistakes. Be vulnerable and share those mistakes. And invite them to check out something else that's in your platform, whether it's to follow you on Twitter, back to your website. You can be very creative, but you need to lead them down the breadcrumb path to make sure that they're seeing you in every place that you are available. Email 5, another tip, a case study about one of your clients. Testimonials are great, but case studies done on video. This is what my life was like before I met Juliet. This is what we did, and these are the tremendous results afterwards. Nothing is more powerful than a video, because people see, that's a real person who had problems just like me. Embed one of those. Emails with YouTube videos or any kind of videos get higher open rates, or have higher open rates, than just regular email. Invite them to check out a free program at this point. You're 5 emails in. If you have something that's either free or maybe $27, I like the $7 program, because it's just big enough that they can say, you know what, even if it's awful, she's provided so much value so far that I would whip out a credit card for $7. Micro commitments. These are so important inside. Micro commitments are baby steps that lead people down your funnel. The one we have here was what I was talking about, where we had people take our assessment, our social media assessment, and we micro committed it, and then we led them to further results. And even this page is micro committed, because depending on the results, we invite them either to our platform building group on Facebook, or we invite them into a strategy session. So either way, it's a win-win for them. They can say, you know what, I'm ready, I'm going to go into that strategy session. Or they can say, you know what, that feels a little weird, I don't think I'm quite ready, but I've seen this platform building group around and I think I'm ready. Click, they just came a step closer to you. So it's always important to remember that you're leading people down the path to the next item and next sale in your funnel.